Before we go into the introduction of the body movements and build this part of the golf swing, I wanted to take a moment with you personally and talk a little bit about this idea of how we create energy or speed. You're going to hear one of our movements that we call the accelerator. What's actually happening and when? So much in golf instruction talks about turning. When do we turn? How do we turn? How do we create speed? How do we make the golf club stay with the body? I want to describe right now what actually happens from a martial art perspective, and then we can take a look at why Jack Nicklaus had it set up so perfectly. All right, let's look at this. When I come into a golf shot, we're here. We know we've set up the energy here. We've built this up to here. We've squeezed it down. We know how to pressurize into the corner so that we can hold the speed. But watch my body here. It's wound up, squeezing down, and about to what? Accelerate or explode the energy. And it goes from here to here. Maybe so much that it causes us a step like Jack Nicklaus. So let's look at this. What's happening right here? First thing I want to talk about is an ice skater. Think of an ice skater. Watch these visuals right now. Watch how they come into the corner. Look at this, kind of a wide arc. They're coming in. Watch how the body starts to turn sharper and then all of a sudden squeezes. Look at the speed, look at the speed, look at the speed, look at the pressure. As you come back to me, think about this for a second. As we go into here, it gets really, really, really fast. It's wide, we're coming in, and then gets really fast. If I do it towards you, wide, squeeze down, ready to go, and then, but think about this for a second. Look at Jack Nicklaus's turn from right here. Watch this. Look at his body right now. Look how centered, balanced, face on he is. Now, look at where it goes. Watch this. Look at Ben Hogan. Look at the position he's in right now. Look at how parallel he is. Look at how level he is. Now watch what happens from here with his body, with his hips, with his chest. As you come back to me here, that describes that the turn, the speed is happening all along, but there's a change of radius, there's a change of rotation that creates a change in velocity. Watch this. Wide, squeezing it down, and then what? We're about, if I kept going from here without sending the energy up, you'll learn this, it would look like this. Like this. But wait a minute. There's something happening in their golf swing that makes the club go up here. I'm going this way, squeezing it down. As I pop the pelvis, watch what happens. Something kicked me from here up to there. And in motion, it gets fired up to here. So what's happening is I'm not swinging the club up here. None of the greats are. They're moving the club with their body here. But as they push the energy or accelerate, it gets kicked up or thrusted up and the velocity increases. See, this is what gets missed from a martial art perspective or even an ice skating perspective. The momentum creates what we think is a turn. But if I'm up here and I want to get to here and do what the greats did and turn from here. Wait a minute, if I turn from here, I can't ever turn here. If we look at Jack Nicklaus's setup, how centered, how balanced he is. In some cases, feet square, some cases slightly open. He's here. But let's think about this for a second. His words, coming down to impact, right here. No turn. I want to come down right here, held together, and then what? The whole thing turns. When we look at Jack Nicklaus's golf swing, we sometimes forget that he has the least amount of hip turn of the greats, right here. The least amount right here. But he has a massive hip turn right here. So his whole golf swing is set up to turn, and then really speed up from here to here. One could say that he sets up slightly open. One could say that as he comes down to impact, he's just slightly open. Slightly right here. None of this, you don't ever see this in his golf swing. He's here, but he's compressed the energy so it all turns from there. This is what you get to learn. This is how simple this is. Being here, 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 and then thrusting energy up. So now, let's look at the second part of this. I've hinted. Something kicks us up to here. So the hands went up like this, about, oh, this far. Well, wait a minute, my hands are here. I make that same kick up while I'm in this motion, and it goes instead of here, so that kicks me up, but I'm in rotation, so it fires me up to here. So that's what propels us. But there's another part of this, is the footwork. I want to talk a little bit here. There'll be deeper discussions. We'll go in more depth about the footwork. We already know that we set up like this. This foot, in our case, is dropped back ever so slightly. From here as we come down, we know the feet arch. We know that from here, we're starting to go up in this direction. You're going to learn today that from here, the feet thrust up to here, and that this ankle starts to release or stretch forward. That's why in the warm-up routine, we've started to lay the ankle out, started to make inference that we need this to lay back, so that when I get up to here, right here, this can explode. We'll talk more about this in a second in the movements, but I want you to pay close attention to where these feet are, because the feet work as an anchor. They keep you on the ground. I'm here. Watch my feet. I'm here. Up, coming down right here, about to explode here. You can even almost hear or see the grass getting destroyed here. I'm thrusting up. The whole thing is an anchor. I am down in the ground here. I'm supported here. This is not loose, soft. I'm not way over here. I'm together here. This foot is firm. Think of a ballerina. Look at this picture right now. Look at how she's walking on her toes. She's up. Now, come back to me. Watch this. I'm here. I'm not like this. I'm up, pushing down and up off that toe. If you came and grabbed my foot, I'd like to think you can't lift that up. I have as much pressure pushing there as I do there, as I do up here, and I'm strong and balanced here. I'm not on my left side, I'm not on my right side, and the whole body is protected. So what you're gonna come to see is the turn, if we wanna call it that, works throughout the entire golf swing. Level, compressed, drawn up, level. Pelvis pops, whoosh, shoots it up, right to here. All of this collides together so we can support the speed. Now, I look forward to teaching you 4 simple introductory movements right now. Get ready to build all this simply and in a fun way into your golf game.